Yes. It looks like the rain is stopping.
Yeah.
And I'm probably going to the library here in a little while.
Yes.
hmm but when I was on Guam,
Yeah.
there was an individual,
Yes.
and his name, it was a long time ago, and he told me that radioactive material can be transported
Yes.
through FedEx,
Yeah.
Federal Express.
Yeah.
Now, of all of those in the family that feel a need to use radioactive material,
Yes.
when you're looking at that pornography, do you ever light yourself up with a substance that might be radioactive?
Mm.
See, I've experienced radiation sickness numerous times while living in this county,
Yes.
and it seemed that the police and sheriff's departments really don't believe that radiation is not for human use.
Yes.
Now, for all of you that said, well, we do have some data in different servers,
Yes.
is the dog brain, are you using any radiation? Could you get me all the radiation in Clallam County,
Yes.
Jefferson County?
Uh-huh.
Mhm. Now, my thought was that you're transporting some radioactive materials
Yes.
because you think that radiation is useful in stimulating your sexual nerve endings. And I don't like it because it causes a sensitivity to sunlight. Now, for those that feel a need to put the sunglasses on today,
Yes.
you don't have any little heaters.
Yes.
It's kind of like a piece of metal
Uh-huh.
that you saturate in radiation or you put next to radiation
Uh-huh.
so that you can warm yourselves in the radioactive glow
Yes.
of the use of the illegal, well, Hanford nuclear. Hmm. See, I thought for sure somebody had taken what is known as a wire,
Yes.
the electric grid of the United States. Maybe my Uncle Wayne knows.
Yes.
You made yourself some look-alike dogs.
Yep.
And you said, well, I have to be the sexual nerve endings, and you'll never come to find out unless you do what I say because I made you.
Yes.
And you decide to put one of the wires in the electric grid
Yeah.
through some nuclear waste at Hanford
Yes.
so that when you call a telephone number, McDonald's,
Yes.
the whole place gets radiated.
Yeah.
Now, I'd like to know where all of the nuclear waste is everywhere in this nation.
Yes, you would.
In fact, I'd like to have that Hanford for myself.
Yes.
All of the locations where there is any nuclear waste,
Yes.
I want to have ownership of it. Boop. Now, I'm concerned about my ability to earn an income. I realize that there are barrels and barrels and barrels of nuclear waste in salt mines underneath New Mexico,
Yeah.
California. And then there are some leaking storage units, or they're kind of circular.
Yes.
In fact, if I looked at the nuclear waste of all atomic and nuclear power in this nation and every nation, I just want to know, does your 5G or 6G or data, does it go through any nuclear waste? Now, let's say you had a vaccine
Yes.
and every child has to be vaccinated, and you put a saturating, fluorescent blue nuclear waste. I'm going to want to remove all the nuclear waste throughout every nation of the world.
Yes.
And I'd like you to call those in the International Atomic Information Agency, the IAIA. I'd like to know every location of all of the Superfund sites.
Yes.
In fact, at this very moment,
Yes.
I personally would like to purchase
Yes.
any of the results of atomic or nuclear power. Now, when we look at that 5G,
Yes.
let's say you're working in a salt mine. You're hauling in a barrel of nuclear waste.
Yes.
And your attorney calls you
Yes.
on your cell phone.